I will actually start Michael's introduction. He introduced the CD. Okay.
Following 15 minutes, you are going to listen to the composition of some known and unknown songs, which is complete introduction to the genesis and evolution of human culture from the specific point of view of mid-plateau Mongolian artists. So relax and have a nice sleep.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you enjoying the show so far? Evolutionary, mystical journey which traces the origins of not only the intellect, culture, and tools, the usual stuff we learn in school. No, we explore the origins of the sacred, dance, drama, stories, religious rituals, and metaphorical thought. In fact, the intuitive and the sacred developed side by side, step by step, with the intellect and the sacred, over the eons, locked together in eternal dance. We shall enter the lives and minds of our ancestors, the apes who stood up on the savannah of 3 to 2 million BC. We shall then join Stone Age shamans, cave painters, and storytellers, and join them on their ecstatic flights and revelations. Let's go then. Let's join the dancing apes and climb the spiral staircase. Have you ever wondered what it's like to think without words as animals do? Mental images are the roots of consciousness, thinking, learning, memory, and creativity. Now, these mental images can be visual, mental images, or they can be touch, tactile, or they can be auditory or smell-like mental images. Let us imagine a beautiful waterfall, a lake, a stream gurgling, the forest. Now, we can have sound images as well. We can hear the stream gurgling, and we can hear the stream rustling, and we can hear the animals and the birds chirping and the dogs barking. Now, dogs remember all the smells they've ever encountered. Smells activate their mental images and their memories. Ladies and gentlemen, mental images and memory equals consciousness. And mental images and consciousness and memory increase as we move up in the animal kingdom. Now, we can take our mental images and we combine them with emotions, happiness, sadness, joy, wonder, and fear. And these motivate us and animals to interact with peers, solve problems, and consciously communicate. Peter Green, 2005. Now, these conscious communications become more elaborate as we move up in the animal kingdom. Now, how about play? Play is an emotional way to learn life skills. A cat stalks a ball in preparation for the hunt, imagining that the piece of paper or ball is its prey. If you can hold an image long enough in your mind's eye to replicate it in action, you have imitation. Imitation is the roots, the foundations of human culture. But it exists in a primitive form amongst animals. Imagine yourselves, you are a primitive mammal. You are a primitive mammal, or you are a mammal, a typical mammal. You have to look to your older animals to learn where to find food in times of famine, where to find drinks in times of drought, and where to find how to hide from predators, and how to raise the infants for the next generation. If you are an elephant, there's more. You go back to the bones of your dead relatives. More than that, some elephants take revenge on poachers and villagers who have hurt them years before. Again, pretty high cultural behavior. Now, what about chimpanzees? Chimpanzees have culture, non-verbal politics. If you ever watched a soap opera, it's kind of like what chimp society is. They got tools, they got hunting, they got stone tool traditions, but something now more serious is at hand. One of your companions has been killed by a leopard, and you all gather around the body. One of you is the alpha and keeps the others at a respectful distance, only allowing the youngest brother to approach and touch the body. 5 or 6 hours later, you move on. Now, this again is cultural behavior, but could it be something more? Could it be what we call the beginnings of the sacred in human beings? If you combine play, imitation, and imagination, you have pretend play. And pretend play, ladies and gentlemen, is the roots of dance, drama, mime, stories, and religious rituals and metaphorical thought. When you pretend play, you enter into the symbolic, the non-literal, a virtual world in your mind that is removed from the outside reality. Both chimpanzees and 3-year-old children have taken this first step. In captivity, chimpanzees put on masks, as 3-year-old children do. But those that learn a primitive sign language, sign to their dolls. But it gets more exciting. In the wild, apes have been seen to cradle logs as if they were infants. One ape even built a miniature sleeping nest for his imaginary companion. But now, it's even more interesting. The apes have a display for dominance. The males throw sticks and stones and charge. But it's mostly bluff. No one really gets hurt unless there's been years of escalation between the rivals. The others watch spellbound. But when it rains and thunder and lightning strikes, some of the apes begin to charge and challenge the lightning and the rain in the same way as they challenge each other. Jane Goodall has termed this the rain dance. And when the rain stops, there's a euphoric glow on their faces. Perhaps it is in a similar fashion that primitive humans challenge the elements. But we got to go now. We got to go back to 3 million BC and join the Australopithecines, the apes who stood up on the savannah of 3 million BC. I'd like you to imagine you are 3.5 feet tall now. You walk in a group of 20 or 30 individuals. You are upright apes. You walk in search of food, and you carry a digging stick to dig for food and to dig for water. You have to watch out for all the hippos and the rhinos who are ready to strike from above, and the wildcats, and the snakes and the scorpions who strike from below. Anyway, you are walking in the hot sun, and you've had a good day. You've killed a gazelle. You killed a gazelle, and you're taking it home. But there, in the distance, a wildcat, a saber-tooth, also ready to pounce. All of you, 30 of you, you take your sticks and stones and digging sticks, and you shoot him at the saber-tooth. He is young and experienced. He slinks back into the woods. But you've won. In your minds, you have defeated and vanquished the tiger, and you go back to the home base